Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, what I'm going to talk about is the best sales techniques for a recruiter or recruitment agency. So this video is going to be not off topic, but it's going to be slightly different. And it's basically looking at the psychology of the sales process when winning new business as a recruiter or working at a recruitment agency. So in terms of sales techniques, the best sales technique you can possibly have is to be different. Now, I win more business than pretty much anyone I've ever come across or anyone I know, simply by being slightly different. So the typical recruiter is known as being a pushy salesperson that doesn't take no for an answer. Now, if you think of it from a client point of view, they have heard every single objection. If they say, I'm not using agencies, they say, a recruiter will typically say, we've got candidates that you can't attract. We've got the best candidates on the market, etc. And in the hopes that they're going to persuade the client. Now, pushy recruiters don't take no for an answer. I'll give you another example. If a company says we've got a PSL, a typical recruiter would say to them, do you ever go outside the PSL? We've got candidates that other PSLs can't. We've got exclusivity on a lot of candidates outside of your PSL. Now, every single company, 99% of companies, have heard every objection. These used to work 15 years ago, and recruiters are still using it to this day because their manager told them, and the manager's manager told them this is what worked because it worked for their days. And it seems like the process is never ending. And I don't think it's going to fall down anytime soon. It is getting less. People are following techniques from myself and other people, or they're just figuring it out themselves, as I did. So in terms of recruitment consultants, the best sales technique you can do is understand your client. Understand what they're coming from, what their problems are. Now, this goes back to the consultative approach. We started off as recruitment consultants. Our job is to consult with clients as well as candidates and literally find them what skill set they're looking for in terms of an employee. That is all we do. Companies used to ring up recruiters, actually, and they used to say to them, I'm looking for, let's say, a HR manager. What should I pay? Okay, you should pay, you're based in London, you should pay £40,000. I think 15 years ago, this might have been a very high salary, but let's say £40,000. And what you have to do is you have to tell them, okay, great, how do we find these people? How would you do it? What do I do? You call them as a consultant. I do a lot of consultant work, coaching people to start a recruitment agency. They ask me questions. Recruiters, unfortunately, become a very saturated market. So we turn into an outbound sales strategy. So we were calling up companies, or someone realized, hold on a minute, if we call these companies, there's already a massive need. I mean, at one point, there was only a few recruitment agencies operating, and solely in London. So it came to the point where companies said, okay, great, you've called us. That's even better. We don't have to call you. We're looking for this, and they'll consult with them. It became very saturated. And over time, these techniques that the outbound people used to do doesn't work anymore. You can cold call, and immediately, if you cold call and you say you're a recruiter, you're immediately rushed off the phone. In fact, what you have to understand is companies don't want to use agencies. They have to use us out of necessity now. And it's the case of we can't find that particular skill set just advertising. We need a specialist recruiter. Sure, they can build the kitchen themselves, but would you not want a builder to come in, a professional builder, a construction manager to come in, build the kitchen perfectly, rather than yourself finding a person? So out of necessity, we are able to headhunt. That's our skill set. All we do as recruiters all day is literally just sit on the phones, emails, and go from there. So a lot of people ask me, what is the best strategy around winning new business as a recruiter? Now, I've done it all. I've done cold calling. I've done inbound. Well, I haven't really done inbound LinkedIn. I've done outbound. It is predominantly outbound. A lot of people say to me, oh, it's, you can sit on LinkedIn all day and you can just message people, or you can just put some nice little posts that get engagement and people will come to you. I did have a inbound call from a LinkedIn post during Christmas time. That didn't come to fruition, but I actually was quite pleased that I had someone come through. But the best technique is via email. There's no question about it. There's no doubt in my mind. Anyone, pretty much, I teach everyone to win business through email. It is not a difficult task. There is nothing to say that anyone, even if their English is their second or third language, they're not even in the country, they can win business. I've got people in India that are on my coaching program that are winning business. I've got people in the Middle East, America, people in the UK recruiting for Europe, to recruiting for America, people in Australia, etc., South Africa, whatever. Yeah. And it's literally people winning business via email. Now, the reason email works so perfectly is because cold calling, you are unlikely to get through to the person. It is also, as soon as you say you're a recruiter, they know what you're going to say. They get calls non-stop from recruiters, and the conversion rate is very low. You can get a good amount of clients from cold calling. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Companies, I mean, put yourself in a client's shoes. If you've ever done an internal recruitment position, or you know someone that has, what you're looking at is a call in the middle of your day, someone trying to sell you. It is very annoying. Also, we have a consumer mindset. I'll give you an example. And I always use the statistic, around 87% of people want to be sold to via email. And that's exclusive to the recruitment industry. So if you look at yourself as a consumer and you're looking to buy let's say a new laptop, what do? You don't wait for a salesperson to call you. If a salesperson calls you, actually, let's use mobile phone. I get calls about business lines all the time because obviously I'm a registered company director, and then people see my name and they think I'm a multi-millionaire and they want to sell me everything. So what they do is they call up and say, do you need a new mobile? I remember getting calls and I actually wanted a mobile, but I would never buy from them because I want to research all myself. I want to go into Google, I want to read reviews, I want to look at the price point, I want to see the right camera. That's what people want to do. So with that being said, if they have emailed me and said, these are great, this, what's your budget? I would have said, look, my budget is this much. And they would have gone back and they would have given me, let's say 3-4 mobile phones that were in my budget, that with all the specification. Partner that with, imagine that's a client and you say, what are you looking for? And they say, look, these are the CVs I've got. These are the candidates I have. You're looking at a much, much better result. You've given them what they want. If you told them on the phone, I got this. No, I don't want to hear it. It's finished. Goodbye. Night. They hang up on you. They never do business with you again. With email, it's permanent. It goes right through to the person as well that you want to contact. So in terms of sales techniques, you want to be email and you want to take the consultative approach. You do not, absolutely no way do you want to start hoping that you're going to get inbound leads on LinkedIn by making some fancy posts. That is good for branding once you get to a certain amount of size. You shouldn't be doing it at the start. It's really, really a heavy outbound. Email campaigns are perfect. Email marketing, I've made tons of videos on it. By all means, how to win clients, how to, win new business. That's what you need to be doing. So I hope this video helped. I've waffled a lot. I will continue to waffle, but I hope in terms of giving you an idea of the dynamic of the recruitment industry at the moment, we are looking at, you're only really going to have hyper growth through email marketing to win new clients. So I hope that helped. Any questions, let me know, and take care.